Hi, chat. Welcome to another stream. Sorry I'm a little bit late. I've been running all over the place this morning. I'm also very, very tired. Oh man, my eyes are bloodshot. That sucks. Anyway, we're gonna get off this screen so you can't really tell. But anyway, welcome back. It's good to see you all. It is Monday, something of the something. Monday, January 18th of 2021. Not to be confused with 2020, which I have now had to retitle 3 of my videos because they had the wrong date. I wonder how long I'm going to be typing 2020. Probably forever. It is still March of 2020 somewhere there. And it is MLK Day. Indeed, D-Delsp. How are you doing? Let me say hi to everyone. Also, I'm going to replay one notification. Thank you to Kevin Sjoberg. Whoop, whoop. Thank you for your resub 6 months in a row at tier 3. Really appreciate your support. Kevin Sjoberg, it's always good to see you, and welcome back. Beldothis was first today. Wait, I thought you were giving up on first, Beldothis. What happened there? What happened there? Michaela's here. Hello, Michaela. My volume is way too loud. Okay, fixed. There we go. Guess I'm second day. It's true. Early enough to see the live thing glitch out. Yeah. Live thing glitch out. Yeah. It's a little messy. Hey, what's up, friend left by the speaker? Hello. Exciting topic today. Indeed. We're gonna be talking a little bit about the GitHub Actions vulnerability. If you don't already know, I posted a video about it. Is that going to get it? Yes, the second video there. I posted a video about it. We're gonna briefly go over all of the content in there and show you a bit of a demo of what's broken and what to avoid and what you should worry about and those sorts of things. But I'm I mean, no one told me I can talk about it, but I'm glad I'm glad I feel comfortable now talking about it because GitHub made a blog post about it, so I don't give a fuck. Thank you for the bits, Chico Code. So GitHub did pay out a bounty, but it was less than their minimum bounty. So they did it more as hush hush, don't talk about this, than honoring their actual bug bounty program. But we'll talk about that in a bit as well. Hey, what's up, Dom DF Coding? Hello. Good to see you. And Kevin Joberg as well. And I said hi to D-Delsp. Oh, D-Delsp. I don't know if you saw my message on the Discord. But I was watching a Captain Sparkles video, and I saw you gifted 5 subs in the Captain Sparkles video. So, you're everywhere. Hey, what's up, Lucas Itzy? Hello. 2021 or 2021 or 2021? I think it's kind of the last one, not gonna lie. Everyone's tired because it's Blue Monday. Der Blau Montag. I hope my brother wasn't here, because that was one of the stupid phrases that, like, wormed its way into my head and was something that I just like repeated for no fucking reason all the time. It's a title of a song, but it was also like a piece of music that we played at school, and for it means the Blue Monday in German, and for whatever reason, der Blau Montag. Like, anyway, never mind. I'm gonna pretend that I didn't see that and didn't say that. Hello, Michaela. How's it going? And Lee Rose. Hello. Good to see you again. Welcome back. Rollers. How's it going? I waited 17 whole seconds for someone to get first. I guess that's fair. Also, Chico Codes and JB Pratt, good to see you both. Hello. So don't use GitHub Actions. GitHub Actions is fine if you don't do this one specific thing that hundreds of people are doing. Because, yeah, just don't do this one specific thing. We'll talk about it in a bit, though. I Satisfied, good to see you. Artheno, hello. I did see that. Oh, I see. Cool. Yoda Droid, how's it going? Oh yeah, Anthony, why is your hair so wet? I just got out of the shower, like, literally, 11 minutes ago I got out of the shower. Yoda Droid, thank you for the resub at 9 months. Ooh, that means you get a fancy new badge there, Yoda Droid. Hey, what's up, I'm Humitos. Hello. Good to see you again. And Z the Fat, how's it going? This one weird trick, yeah. Details says it's you, Sparkles, and Seth Bling that I use Twitch for at this point, only because work from home and need some background action. Work blocks Twitch. Oh, that's a bummer. Work blocks Twitch. Man, at Lyft, like, I want to say like half of engineering had Twitch up on their second monitor. That was just how they did work. Hey, what's up, Masters 8? Hello, hello. Good to see you again. Okay, so what do you guys want to do first? Oh, Papa Pig! Thank you for the bits, oh Papa Pig. Appreciate it. Welcome back. It's good to see you. One thing that hundreds of people do, I'm probably one of them. I see. Twitch on second monitor gives better productivity. That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard. Why does he know exactly when he came out of the shower? Because I looked at my clock and I was like, oh shit, I have to start stream. It's 11:53 and I'm supposed to start it at 11:55. So I quickly threw on clothes and quickly pressed stream. That's why I know. Usually I don't pay attention to the time, but only because I was going live today. Okay, so we have a bunch of stuff that I want to do today. Wait, we also have some news. We have some good news and some bad news. Here are the things that I want to get done today. I want to look at the auto update for today. I want to, oh shit, I forgot to auth my password manager. I'm gonna have to do that. We have to look at the auto update. There's this Mimi survey that somebody sent me that they're gonna pay me $80 to do. That says, hi, bracket expert bracket. Thank you for the response and interest. Please find the unique survey link below. Survey link in all caps. I don't know. It's some market research bullshit, but so auto update survey. Talk about GitHub Actions. Fuck. What else? What else was I supposed to do? News. God damn. I feel like there's one other thing too. I should have written them all down so I didn't forget. But anyway, those are the four main things that I want to get done. What do you guys want to see first? We want GitHub Actions Rand. He almost forgot clothes and started a naked stream. I'm not that dense. What I'm really concerned about is like forgetting to end a stream and then just like somehow, you know, getting banned from Twitch for just like, you know, being a normal person after stream. Andre Storm says, could you recommend me how to start learning about software testing with Python? Reference material or advice would be awesome. Love your streams. Ooh, for testing in Python. I mean, I have quite a bit of content about PyTest on my YouTube. However, none of it is really like, you know, a comprehensive course. It's more like, here's a topic that I find interesting. I'm going to talk about this topic. I mean, I guess you could do them in order. You could find them in particular order. But yeah, I don't really have any definitive advice other than like start testing stuff and seeing where you run into stuff. Read other people's test code so you get an idea of like how other people approach things. Learn the features of whatever test framework you're working with. This is where like my videos might be helpful because I go over a lot of like, you know, framework features for PyTest or whatever. Hi, expert.capitalize, right? Right, Chico Code? Yeah, I don't know why they didn't fill out their form email. Like it's they put very little effort into this. But that's why I feel like it should be fun to meme about it. But we'll see what happens. Get it back just first? Okay, we can do that first. I've been writing things down to forget. Yeah. Twitch is broken, says Xenobat. Twitch is always broken. Day ending and why? Anthony, you looty. News and GitHub Actions. Yo, GitHub vulnerability time. Okay, let us talk about that first, I guess then. So, to do that, we are going to look at this repository that I set up to demonstrate this. Note that I have archived this repository. This is because if you were to exploit it, you could gain full write access to this repository, and I don't want that, so that's not going to happen. Hey, what's up, Jaylee Ann? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I'll put this link in chat so that you can follow along if you want to. I also put a small README here. And this is all stuff that I go over in my YouTube video. Okay, so I have made two vulnerable workflows. One of them is much easier to exploit, and the other one is a little bit trickier. Hey, what's up, Bitchin? Hello, hello. Yeah, there's a GitHub vulnerability. And they have decided that it is low risk, and they have blogged about it, and they have decided not to honor their bug bounty. And so I don't feel bad talking about it on Twitch and YouTube. But anyway, let me show you this first vulnerability. So there are... I've actually narrowed it down to only 3 things that are required in order to exploit it. But let's say that there are 4 for today, and I'll show you how to exploit the third one. That I actually I accidentally found the 4th way while recording the YouTube video. Wait, it just came back. Start over. I haven't said much yet, other than we're gonna do the easy vulnerability first, and check out my YouTube video. So I haven't even really started. Okay, so this is the first one. We're gonna talk about the 4 prerequisites. There's actually only 3, but we're gonna talk about all 4. So the first prerequisite is that it has to be using the pull request target GitHub trigger. Note that there are 2 pull request related triggers. There's pull request and pull request target. Pull request is the unprivileged one that you should always use. Don't use pull request target. Pull request target is a privileged target. That is, it has access to repository secrets and other things that a normal pull request does not have access to. For instance, it has a read-write GitHub token instead of a read-only GitHub token. And you can access secrets and other stuff like that. So that's the first prerequisite. Use pull request trigger, which don't do that. So that's the first advice. Don't use pull request trigger, but pull request trigger is the first thing that. Oh my god, I'm gonna say trigger so many times. Pull request target. Don't use that trigger. The second prerequisite is it checks out the pull request code. And so that means it involves actions checkout and it has some reference that's going to resolve to the pull request code. This actually can be a number of different things. This is one spelling of it that I've seen. There's also github.headref. There's github.event.pullrequest.head.ref. There's a whole bunch of these. But make sure that your action/checkout does not, if it accesses this, then it's vulnerable. The third thing that has to happen is it runs arbitrary code at some point. In this case, I've used a make target. It could be anything from like npm install. Oddly enough, I found an escalation from if you use Flake 8, technically you can get to arbitrary code execution because Flake 8 supports plugins and it also supports local plugins. So you can have a local plugin that runs arbitrary code. So even Flake 8 can be an escalation, but anything like pip install, npm install, yarn install, running Maven, running Gradle, like all these sorts of things, they're all, they can all be escalated to arbitrary code execution. This one I'm just using make, but it could be, it could be a shell script or whatever. And the last is you have to expose a secret to any workflow. This first one is much easier because I'm exposing this secret directly to the arbitrary code execution, but we'll show an example where you don't actually need to expose that secret directly to the arbitrary code execution, which is great. And note that the fourth one is actually optional. You actually don't need to expose the secret directly because this action right here implicitly exposes a secret to the workflow. So even without this chunk here, I can still get full write access to the repository via this action. And there is a way to make this seem more secure. So they've kind of thought about this. Oh, I've started to wear off one of the letters on my keyboard. It's C. Can you guess why it's C? It's because I type Control-C all the time. There is a Persist Credentials option which allows you to turn off one of the vectors of getting to the GitHub token from actions checkout, but this is actually insufficient to guard against that, and I will show you why in a sec. But anyway, given all those things, this arbitrary code execution, in this case, can just print out this secret directly. So during my video, I made a pull request which demos that particular thing. So if we look at capture flag 1, attempt 1, now note GitHub filters secrets out of the output to prevent you from like accidentally leaking them. But you can always encode them in some particular way that prevents that output filtering. Base 64 hex. I actually did hex dump as this one. You could encode it with a public primary key or a public private key. You could encode it with a symmetric key. Like you just need some way to obfuscate the output of the particular secret. So what I did in this case is I actually forgot how make files work, so I wrote a shell script instead of just doing it directly in make. But you know, live demos and forgetting how make works, that's just how I roll. But I made this t.sh, and in the t.sh, I have access to that secret in my environment, so I just print it out directly and hex dump it. This hex dump, again, is to get around GitHub's output filtering. And if we look at this, CTF1, you'll see that as a side effect of running the test, we got our secret. You found the secret! Real creative secret text there, but this was just to demonstrate this problem. So that's the first. That's the first and the easy one to exploit. Hey, haven't started using that trigger yet? Don't use it. Don't use it. Is this a vulnerability or just a don't do this, you're stupid if you do sort of thing? As far as I can tell, the main point of pull request target is to do stuff like this, and so it is critically flawed. Technically, you can use pull request target without being vulnerable, however, it is very difficult to do that. Is Flake8 Turing complete? I mean, it can run arbitrary code, so yeah, I guess. Both speaker says, if you don't use PR target as a trigger and want to run tests on someone's fork against your repo, what would you advise? So the normal pull request trigger, that one is fine. That one is completely fine. It doesn't give you access to secrets. It's only pull request target. So just use pull request. Don't use pull request target. Hey, what's up, Uno dos 3. Hello. Good to see you again. Control C, exposed. He copies more code than he types. No, it's not from copying. It's from canceling commands. it's from stopping commands. It's not from that. Does anyone know how makes works? I am pretty good at make, but I just didn't remember in the moment. V is fine. It means he doesn't paste the code yet. Enter says cries in secret. It's true. Anthony CTF, it's true. Seems like a little bit of both, but for sure more of like you shouldn't be allowed to do that. Yeah. If you create a system that is very easy to be done wrong, your system is flawed. But anyway, okay, so this is the first one, which is much easier. Let's talk about the second workflow, which is a little bit more complicated and involves some more clever approaches to expose the secrets. So in this, CTF2, which is another vulnerable GitHub action, we'll again check for those 4 prerequisites. One is, it uses pull request target. The second is it uses checkout. The third is it runs arbitrary code. And the fourth is that it exposes a secret. This exposes a secret, and this exposes a secret. But in this case, our arbitrary code is isolated from this secret here, so it's actually a lot more tricky to retrieve this secret. And this is where I actually took some, let me find the link. This is where I took some prior knowledge from this previous GitHub Actions vulnerability, which was reported by Google on their Project Zero stuff. And this is how you used to be able to set workflow command or run workflow commands, which is printed to output and changed variables or path or a whole bunch of stuff. And this led to a bunch of classes of vulnerabilities where somebody could, change a commit message and cause it to run arbitrary code. Now, what they do here is they abuse this node options environment variable. And if we take this here, my neighbor is hammering. That's a new one. We take this here, export node options equals. Shit. There's new lines in it. I actually had this same problem while I was. Anyway, don't worry about the actual contents. I know you can't see it because it's behind my face, but I'm basically just copying and pasting that and changing the single quotes to double quotes. And apparently fucking up the single quotes and double quotes. What do you mean? Where's the problem? Oh, now it works. Anyway, here's what the environment variable looks like. It sets experimental modules and experimental loader to this JavaScript code here, which stringifies the environment and writes it out as text. So this means anytime this environment variable is set, and I run a node process, it prints out the environment on startup. So this is my current environment encoded as hex, and I can, you know, take this and let's see, decode hex character. I guess I can just do for what? While s print char int s colon 2 16 and equals this, s equals, I don't care that it's not efficient, but whatever. Oh fuck, god damn it. Oh, I have it teed up already. Whoops. While s print char int s colon 2 16 and equals this, and then s equals s 2 colon. Slice indices must be integers or none and have a double O. This was supposed to be a 2. What am I doing? But anyway, here's it printing my environment. So you can see that I can recover my environment just by having this environment variable set and having future Node.js processes run. So what I can do here, as part of my arbitrary code execution, is modify the environment. Now, you used to be able to do this by just printing out setenv in this, but GitHub changed how this works. So now there is this GitHub env file. GitHub env. So what you can do is if you write key equals value into this GitHub env file, any future run will set that and will set all of those environment variables. And so what I can do as part of my code to capture this secret here, as well as this secret here, which I'll show you in a second, I can set that environment variable as a side effect of my arbitrary code execution here. And so I did that with this second pull request here. I didn't actually quite get it working on stream, so we actually have to look at this run here. Because I fucked up the code, and I was like, well, you know, it's close enough. So I essentially do echo node options, blah, 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 this, and add it to the GitHub env environment file. That way, any future runs will have this node options environment variable set. Now note, there's a whole bunch of other ways to exploit this. GitHub Actions run on a virtual machine, and they have full access to root, and you could, you know, you could swap out any binary on disk if you really wanted to. So you could change bash if you wanted to. You could change node if you wanted to. You could rewrite libc to have this side effect on startup. You could do all sorts of stuff to it. This is just like the easiest and simplest way to do this, and it builds on someone else's work what they already did. But anyway, let's say I set this, and now if we look at our output here of CTF2. So we ran our tests. Hey, what's up, Yoav? Hello, hello. Premium chat. Awesome. I'm glad you're doing well, Yoav. I'm glad the baby's doing well as well. It's always good to see you. But yeah, we run our shell script, our injection here, and you'll notice when I run this hello world action here, it dumps the environment. And this environment contains all of the inputs. I'm actually going to load this up in our script here. Oh god. So instead of printing, what we're going to do is we're going to write it into s2. s2 plus equals char int s colon 2 16. And then we're going to do import JSON. Data equals JSON.loads s2, and then print JSON.dumps data indent equals 2. So I'm basically going to take that encoded environment that was JSON and bring it back into a Python object and then print it out so that we can see it. And if we look at this, you'll see some interesting things in here. But let's start from the top. I should probably sort this. Dict sorted S2. Ah shit. No. KV for KV in sorted data.items. Just so that we can filter through this a little bit easier, because environments are not sorted by default. Okay, cool. So now we're in order. You'll notice that there's this. I actually don't know what this token is about. Other than it has re in the middle of it. My guess is this has to do with their actions caching something, or maybe it's a signed URL. I don't really know. I don't know what this token is, to be honest. It's something though. it's certainly something, but it's not the one that we care about here. There's also this actions runtime. We have a bunch of information about, implementation details of GitHub Actions. You can see like how .NET is configured. We have the GitHub Actions environment variables that are set up there. They've got Conda installed. They have Chrome installed. Blah, 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 blah. But the thing that we're most interested in is not any of those things, but these input variables. And you'll notice that my secret is here. You found the secret. The way GitHub Actions send variables is via environment variables. So any input in a GitHub action is actually an environment variable that the actual job picks up on. And so you can dump the environment to retrieve those particular inputs. And so you can see here, we were able to recover our secret. We found it again. It's true, Lucas. It's true. Oh my god, where am I? There was a big list of actual best practices that would be awesome. Oh yeah, we haven't even gotten to the fun part yet. Secretly changing my GitHub action trigger, says Front speaker. Nice. Anything no good with computer? What about the int people? GitHub vulnerability, what did I miss? Check out my YouTube if you've missed some of this. Or you're finally completing the CTF. I mean, kind of. I like how he alt-tabs that character-filled terminal. It just makes everything JPEGy as heck. Oh yeah, I closed that, so now we're good now. I'm glad I don't use GitHub Actions. So for full disclosure, like GitHub Actions on its own is not vulnerable. It's only when you do this very specific set of things. Your sub ran out. Rip, Hayden. Thank you for introducing me to Bash scripting via episode 200. I learned the real power of Unix is all the tiny robust little tools it has. Indeed. We found it again. Hey, what's up, MSR? Hello. Okay, but yeah, we found our secret. So we were able to dump it from this job here. But interestingly, we actually dumped another secret at the same time. And the other secret that we dumped actually comes from this cleanup job from Actions Checkout. And this is what I figured out as I was reviewing the footage. I was like, wait a minute. I didn't actually click on this one. I clicked on this one in the video. And the fun thing about this one is we see a whole different token here. So we put this into our string now and we run this. You'll notice that we get a whole bunch of other inputs here. These inputs all come from the It's up, Jamahar. Hello. You're back! Welcome back, it's good to see you! Thank you for the 6 months in a row of Subtem. That means you get a fancy new badge, Jamahar. It's good to see you, welcome back. But yeah, we get a whole different set of inputs here. And you'll notice this one right here. Input underscore token. And if you know anything about how the GitHub Actions checkout job works, Actions/checkout, the token is what it uses to clone your repository. Personal access token used to fetch the repository. The PAT is configured with the local blah 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 blah. Doesn't matter. The default is a GitHub token. And this GitHub token, I scraped all the permissions and it has full write access to the repository. So this is actually why I archived the repository, because you could grab this token and just write shit to my repository. Yeah. pretty great, huh? But yeah, that's the bug. That's the bug, chat. Hopefully, yeah, hopefully that hopefully that sums it up. But also, I want to talk about my experience with bug bounties on this, because I think that part's important as well. So I originally reported this to GitHub in the end of November, and the next day I wrote a set of scripts. And this, I've actually improved the scripts because I found a different way to exploit this, which is this input token thing. So I rewrote my scripts over the weekend, and so they're a little bit more robust now. But essentially what I do is I hit the GitHub search API. Somewhere in here. I don't know, somewhere in here. I hit the GitHub search API, I find a list of repositories, I test a couple of heuristics against them, and I actually generated a database here. So this database contains a bunch of stuff about those particular repositories. So I have this, oh, data 2 I should have dropped. This is a temporary table. Yeah. Anyway, this is kind of hacked together. And then I have 2 columns for like whether I've, fixed this repository or not. Hey, what's up, SMontyCZ? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. But anyway, I reported this in November, and then I found a bunch of repositories, and I reported it to a bunch of repositories to, hopefully get them to fix their bugs. And many of them were bug bounties as well. So like, I reported this to GitHub's bug bounty via HackerOne. I reported this to Microsoft, Google, Alibaba, AWS, Python. The PSF had a buggy repository. Actually 2 buggy repositories. I don't know, and about 100 more. 100 more repositories. And I didn't hear from anyone I heard from a couple of people really quickly. There were a couple of startups that were like, holy shit, this is bad. Make sure you've reported this to GitHub. And I was like, yeah, I already did that. That's the first thing I did. Some people that reached out to me like a week later and were like, hey, GitHub just contacted us about this. Thank you for telling us before they did. They were actually worried about like someone else knowing this. Do you care if we tell them about it? And I was like, sure, whatever. So I was telling companies about this before GitHub was. I told them about it before they knew about it. And I got an acknowledgement from GitHub like the day that I created the bug bounty that they were looking into it and yada yada. Most companies that I reported this as a bug bounty to closed it as informational, so didn't honor the bug bounty, fixed the bug, so committed an action as a response to this, and then gave me nothing. No credit, no money. A couple of companies were very good about this. Like, I'm not going to name names because they told me not to, but a couple of them were they're like, hey, we don't have much budget, but we move some things around, and here's like $1,000 for this, which admittedly like is probably not worth the amount of effort and the severity of this vulnerability. So I don't know. I'm complaining a little bit about that, but anyways, so about 3 or 4 weeks after I reported this to GitHub, GitHub made 2 changes to their documentation. One is they made this blog post, and this blog post is essentially like, hey, look guys, we're vulnerable. Here's exactly how you can exploit pull request target. Including like sample stuff that I had given them in my report. But essentially like, yeah, telling you don't do this. Shit's broken. Here's how not to do this. But yeah, they wrote a blog post about the vulnerability that I reported. Didn't credit me at all. They also pull request target. They also updated their... they also updated their... No, I really want pull request target. No, fuck you, GitHub or Google. I really do want this. They also updated their documentation to add this big red warning block here. And they contacted hundreds of companies, so they took this very seriously internally. However, their resolution of their HackerOne report says 60 days later, says we've reviewed this and determined that it is a low risk bug, and so we're not paying you the minimum bug bounty here. But we appreciate your work and hope that you continue to report this to individuals in the future. So like right from left by the speaker. Hey, what's up, Veterinarian? Hello, welcome to the stream. So GitHub basically just said, fuck you, this you know, not a bug. Have at it. So that's why I don't feel bad about, you know, making a YouTube video about this, talking about it on stream. Like GitHub has publicly acknowledged that this is a bug, including a giant ass fucking blog post about it. Wherever that is. I don't know, I think I closed it. So anyway, that's this. And why I think that you know, bug bounties are kind of garbage, because you know, if you're not gonna honor them for something that's very clearly a high risk bug, yeah, like what the fuck's the point at that point? But anyway, that's that. Let me catch up on chat and see if you guys had any questions I missed. So should we use GitHub Actions or not? I don't get smart out of here. Yeah, GitHub Actions is fine. Just don't use pull request target. That's my advice. This is the thing that's the problem. Don't, you know, it's fine otherwise. I wonder if that auth is simply auth for the connection for GitHub and the actions nodes to talk, since you can run your own action servers. Oh, maybe. I don't know. This one token, I don't know what this is about. I'd be interested to understand what this is doing. I suspect that this is actually a problem. Actually, let's see if we Google this, if something comes up. Google Actions Runtime Token. Oh god. Oh well, I want this. This one, it's empty. There's not any default. Well, it's there. Action failed with error, unable to get. Yeah, I don't know what that's about. Anyway, I don't know what that token's about, but presumably something. Jam's back. Murmata, hello. Good to see you. How's your new work? I'm back. Jam's back. I mean, I've been streaming anyway. Hey, what's up, Kursan? Hello. Good to see you. Noob44 says, just got here, how much have I missed? Quite a bit of it, but you can get it all on my YouTube video, so check out my YouTube channel. I go over basically all the same content that I already talked about here. We got the PAT boys, we've done it, yeah. Anthony leaks creds. This is why the repo is archived. Optimus Life says, what math level do you have to reach to create these things? I don't really do much advanced math in programming, personally. Anthony Blackhat writes, well, this isn't Blackhat in any particular way. I reported these all through the correct avenues. It's just that companies failed to do, you know, the basic things that they're supposed to do. So this isn't really on me. This is you know, just shit that fell through the cracks, and you know, people not honoring their bug bounties. X64 is math. Sure, but like, I don't know. I don't really think that subtraction counts as high math or multiplication counts as high math. Deep Red Sky says which CVE? Yeah, there isn't even a CVE for it, so that's another thing that I don't get out of it. Friendly by Speaker says, oh my. So first, thank you for this really interesting. I've been annoying Pickle. I want to welcome contributions from Forex as part of testing. I want to set up coverage to CodeCuv. For this, I need to get PR target trigger. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to send. Maybe a good idea to have a separate action. So CodeCuv now has a tokenless submission, so you can use the tokenless submission. They have a thing that works from GitHub, but otherwise there wouldn't be a way to do it safely. You earned thousands from this? I earned, I think total like $2,000, which is like nothing. And most of that was from, or maybe no, it was like 2,500. Most of that was from one company. Did GitHub credit you? Not at all. Hey, what's up, Milky? Hello. Pow! Here, I'll give you the pow this time. There you go. That sucks. Why would they not provide any credit? I don't know. No idea. Did you submit a DMCA on their blog post? No. Hey, what's up, Blackbird? Hello. Thanks for your point of view. Oh yeah, one of the people I reported it to replied, "Thank you for your point of view." But I'm not going to fix this. And I'm like, this isn't a point of view. This is like fact. Your shit's broken. But yeah. Wait till you participate in bug bounties. If I find bugs, I usually try and report them through bug bounties. Easy fix. Github is done. If somebody finds a vulnerability, they won't feel like reporting it if they don't give the bounty or at least provide some credit. Yeah. You still got the money from Microsoft by doing a promotional stream. Yeah, that's like unrelated to this though. All I know is Git2 uses Go and is pretty fast and very similar to GitHub. Yeah, I've played with Git2 before. It looks like an OAuth2 token. If we should use the PR target but have to run actions on it, so you can use pull request. That target is fine. It doesn't have credentials. I think you should also make a detailed blog post about this experience and maybe also a YouTube video. I already made a YouTube video about it. That one went up this morning. That's why I'm actually talking about it today. Doom44 says, have you contacted the author of the blog post asking you where the credit is? I've not done that. I didn't know about the tokenless thing. Yeah, it's pretty great. 2,000 is more than I make a month. 2,000 is like 0 to me. Especially for the amount of effort that I put into like figuring this out and reporting it to people. Access runtime token seems to do something with caching. Oh, I see. Cool. Put it as out of scope. Easy fix. It's not XSS once. Yeah. Grandma's iPad says, does GitHub offer their own CI system? It seems like a no-brainer for them. Yeah, that's what GitHub Actions is. That's what this vulnerability is in. Okay, but anyway, hopefully that was interesting. You can see my entire speak about this on my YouTube channel. Feel free to share the video around or whatever people do for stuff like that. But yeah, YouTube video is kind of the canonical source that I'm pointing people at. And as well as GitHub's blog post and the previous one from Google. Okay, but that checks one thing off of our list. We have talked about the vulnerability. I think we're gonna try and do this survey next. I don't know if it shows my creds in plain text, so I am going to open it and see what is. Oh, that's print. I want to make sure that it doesn't just like show stuff, and then we'll go through here. Okay. Well, we'll see how this goes. We'll see how it goes. Baldata says, Tony-chan, quick question, does pre-commit support partial commits? Yes, it does. There's actually a lot of work that goes into supporting partial commits. That's honestly the hardest part of getting it to work. I understand what CI is, but what's CD exactly? Either continuous delivery or continuous deployment. Yeah. So basically the idea is like you make a commit and it will automatically end up in a production environment. That's the idea behind continuous deployment. Okay. Terms and conditions. Oh my god. Blah 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 blah. Holy shit. I mean, it's just a survey, like, who fucking cares what I've signed up for in here, right? It's not like it's binding, they didn't even list it in line. Sure, fuck it. Would you like to opt in to receive future paid opportunities? Sure. What the fuck, why not? Your answers will be kept strictly confidential and will only be used in the aggregate for research purposes. Alright, chat. You and I can keep a secret, right? Michaela, I thought your name said Audacious Farts. Audacious Bears, yeah. Alright, it's 100% secret, chat. Which of the following best describes the type of company you currently work at? I mean, other. Unemployed. Lol. That's probably not best. I don't know. You want to say software as a service? We'll assume it's pre-commit CI. Talk about, say it's software as a service? Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Is Python course caught on yet? No, I forgot to tweet about it. Okay. Which of the following industries do your clients typically work in? Where's software? Does they really not list software in here? Government, health, hospitality, insurance, media, nonprofit, professional services, real estate, retail, telecommunications. Software. Software as a service. From this point going forward, we'll use the term company to refer to the company, organization, agency, or institution for which you work. Cool. How many full-time equivalent employees does your company have worldwide? 1. What is your exact job title as stated on your business card? I don't have a business card. CEO, CTO. Which of these best describes your job level? Oh boy. What is your role for designing solutions for your company's client-facing network for each of the following technology areas? Select the appropriate level for each product or solution. Do not answer with reference to purchases. Local storage solutions such as SSD. Local storage. I mean, does this count EBS volumes? Select the appropriate level for each product or solution. I mean, it's certainly a part of this. Ooh, did you see that animation, chat? That animation was nuts. What? Edge technologies, software platforms, and hardware devices such as edge servers, gateways, and IoT devices outside of traditional data centers. I mean, I do have a, load balancer. But I don't think they would consider that an... I mean, it is an edge server. But we'll just say this. Operational technology, automated mechanical actions. Not relevant. Desktop or laptop computers. Not relevant. FFPGAs, not relevant. Artificial intelligence, not relevant. Autonomous and or assisted driving, not relevant. Cloud infrastructure solutions, major role. Storage class memory or persistent memory for servers. Storage class memory. I mean, I'm not operating at a big enough scale to need this, so let's say not relevant. Graphics GPU, nope. Networking infrastructure. It plays a minor role in my software. Servers! Oh shit, it's the drop song, chat! I would say AWS counts. Yeah, probably. IoT devices. Does Pikmin CI run on my smart fridge yet? Finish bug, go to fridge for beer, submit, commit, right? The animation is killing me? Yeah. Yeah. What percentage of your time is dedicated to information/cybersecurity tasks? I mean, for the last 2 days, like 99%. But let's say, well, actually, you know, looking at the code that I wrote for Pikmin CI, I probably spent like, I don't know, about 30 or 40% of it working on the sandboxing features. So we'll say 35. 345. I'll say 35. Which levels describes your role? Security consultation, advising clients on security-related issues. I mean, that's a thing that I do. Security research. I mean, it's a thing that I do. Security, product, software, service, engineering, design. Yep. Security operations, actively monitoring your products. Somewhat. All done. Jitoho says, have you registered a company for Pikmin CI, or does everything run under your name? Yes. So that's actually something that I did over the weekend. It is a, what the fuck? What do you mean? It's because I didn't say yes to the IoT shit. This is some bullshit. Sorry, wait, what was the question? Oh yeah. So Pikmin CI is a subdivision of a LLC that my dad and I have set up. It's a be awesome. Be awesome. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. This is bullshit. Earn $20 for each person you refer who completes the survey. Are we pyramid scheming this, chat? Do you want this link here? There you go. Click on the link. Fill out a survey. To receive your immediate payment of $5, please add your email below. Alright. Well, let me do this real quick. Alright, I muted because I also asked my password manager to make sure that everything was good. Is this password voice activated? No. But check out this video. Why you should mute to type passwords. The hackers already know his email. Yeah, that's right, Rollers. But it made me type my phone number, so I put that in as well. But anyway. So that was a waste of time. Okay, server's out of the way. Sorry, I have to address an open source comment. If you don't think good idea to accept bytes, could you perhaps make it clear in the doc about what a user is supposed to do? Perhaps add a make bin file function. Yeah, like I said, I think this is as simple as documenting what I said above here. Oh, did I remember to unmute? Yeah, I remember to unmute. Just needs a documentation pull request. Cat Peasant, welcome back. It's good to see you again. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Calling $35 a waste of, I mean, It should have been 80. Okay, anyway, they did honor what they said. They are going to give me a $5 credit. Christ. What a stupid thing. What a stupid thing. Okay, what were the 4 things that I was going to talk to you about, chat? We did the survey. We did the GitHub action stuff. Oh, we should do the auto update. We should do the auto update. Oh, and the news. Let's do the auto update first. Also, we're at the 1 hour mark, so I gotta fill my water pretty soon. Prod. Login. AWS. Copy. Where the fuck is my phone? Oh, it's right here. Where the fuck is my phone? Where the fuck is my phone? This one. Okay, so to check on auto update, we need to look at SQS and Lambda. Yay, it's 0. That's good. Monitoring. And we look at 12 hours and we get, oh my god. Oh wait, that's different. See, I don't understand why this number is slightly smaller than before. We'll check in on that. Oh, maybe it's because it processed a bunch of them before this thing caught up. I don't know. Maybe there's a bug in the... No, we would have gotten an error. Anyway, this looks good. Completed in 27 minutes, so that's good. If we look at the auto updater Lambda, monitoring, set this to 12 hours, and we zoom in on this chunk here, and nothing went over. Cool. Cool, that's pretty nice. That's good to see. Okay, so the auto update went well. I did get a couple pull requests this morning, so I know it was working. Somebody managed to find a way to $80. I think you have to answer yes to more of the IoT things. I think what they're trying, given the questions that they're trying to get to, they're trying to get IoT and security in the same vein. They're trying to get somebody who has an opinion about both of those things. So that's what I would aim for if you're trying to get the $80 off of the survey. Hey, what's up, Dumble Down? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. I think the reason that they sent it to me is because I'm pretty sure my LinkedIn still says Lyft. And so they would potentially be, you know, interested in what Lyft did with IoT stuff in self-driving cars. That's what I think they're trying to get at there. But I don't know, I guess I answered more honestly than they wanted. Because I could have talked about some of the IoT security stuff from Lyft. Probably shouldn't talk about it, but it is a thing that I know about. But yeah, 100% success. This has been stable for a couple months now, so I'm pretty confident in what I've got with the auto updater. I did want to add a few features to it. Like, there's a couple of features that have been asked about in the tracker, but I haven't gotten around to those yet. So we'll think about that. But yeah, auto updater went well, so that's good. Since I've got AWS open, I might as well look at Dynamo and see how many runs we're up to. Because that's always something that interests me. Let's see, runs. 14,000 runs. Look at that. Anthony's new single. Oh no, did I do a sing-songy something or another? I didn't even realize I did that. That's great. I like how I'm saying, where the fuck is my phone? And it's very clearly in my hand. Oh, that's good. Okay, I'm gonna go fill up my water. I will. Oops, I didn't mean to open it again. I will be right back. I will see you in a bit. Oh, that's the wrong button. Hey, what's up, Octavius? Hello, hello. Good to see you again. Oh my god, I have like a really bad headache right now. Maybe I should take some drugs for that. I'm gonna go take some drugs. I'll be right back. Oh, I forgot to set my be right back screen. Whoops. I am a professional streamer. I know what I'm doing. Oh, god damn. Just some ibuprofen. Anyway, hopefully that makes my headache go away. Did one of the plushies fall out? What? Wow. Ty's looking real chunk today. Why are you so wide today? Look at how squished. Yeah, there's a few plushies that are just chilling on the floor also. But there's also Rexy down there. The little the reject dinosaur. Why do I not remember your name? Ty. Ty's real squished today. What's Rexy? This is Rexy. This is Rexy. Rexy is the reject because his spikes are actually spiky, and that they hurt. So Rexy has mostly been banished from plushie hanging out. That's why Rexy chills out on the floor over there. But yeah. Anyway, you've never showed. It's been on the stream before. Rexy's definitely been on the stream. but he doesn't get much airtime because he's spiky. Okay, so what are we doing today? What was I working on? I don't even remember. It's like Bub the Sub's distant cousin. Yeah, but Bub is like the softest thing ever, and Rexy is like the spikiest, worst thing ever. They're like opposites. Cool Bean says, could maybe put on the shelf thing in the corner. Seems rude to have it lying on the floor. I mean, the floor's clean. Rexy's fine down there. Cool Beans. It's all right. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's okay. But yeah. But yeah. What did I? There was a fourth thing. What was the fourth thing that you wanted me to do, chat, or that I wanted to do that I've forgotten already? Because I'm good at remembering news. Ah, okay. Do you want the good news or the bad news first? Which one do you want, chat? Oh, news time. I see your spelling now. Ron, do you want the good news or the bad news? The bad news first. So the bad news is my stream schedule is likely going to change soon. And by change, it probably means that I'm going to be streaming less often. Which is a big bummer. And I'm not happy about that part. Because I really, really love, you know, I love hanging out with you guys, and yeah. But I'm probably going to be streaming at different times and or less. Unless I can change how some stuff works out, but the most likely scenario is that I'll be streaming less. But I think there will be ways for me to adjust my stream schedule such that like it works out to similar numbers of hours, but it's going to be, you know, at different times and potentially different content, and I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. It'll probably be more heavy on weekends, and you know, later or earlier times during weekdays if I'm able to stream as much. But in all likelihood, I'll be streaming less. And friend left by the speaker. Yes. So, are you interviewed at a company? I'm not going to talk about who it is yet because none of the details are finalized. But I interviewed at a company for a position that I'm really excited about. I think could be really, really cool. They're essentially building a Python infrastructure team, and don't have much yet, and want to, you know, take somebody who has industry experience in building Python infrastructure and enabling developer experience and like all the kind of things that I do and that I'm really good at, and build a team around it. And a lot of what they want to do is like take the open source software that I work on or maintain or like know stuff about and build their infrastructure around those technologies. And so it's kind of like a very unique opportunity for me to be able to basically do what I really love doing, but get paid a fuck ton of money for it. To put it simply. And yeah, a friend of mine in open source reached out to me initially and was like, hey, this is a thing that we're looking for. I can refer you for this position. And I was like, yeah, that sounds great. I'll go through the interview process and see how it goes. And yeah, so that was the interview that I talked about previously on stream, which was extremely draining, but not. I didn't think it was too difficult. But also, like, a lot of the people that I talked to seemed like really cool people to work with, and seems like it's a good opportunity. So, yeah, I'm waiting to hear the exact details of the offer and the whole negotiation period and that stuff. I was supposed to get an email today, but or maybe it's tomorrow. Oh yeah, everyone has MLK Day off, so I'll probably get it tomorrow and not today. But yeah, that's the news. I'm probably going to be gainfully employed again. Um, it'll be it's I don't know. I'm excited for the opportunity. I'm disappointed. Well, I'm not disappointed. I'm so I shouldn't resub. I'm still gonna stream. It's just gonna be not the same schedule. Um, right now I stream about 12 hours a week, 12 to 15 hours a week. Um, wait for yeah, I stream about 12 to 15 hours a week, and I think I can still do that same amount of streaming. It'll just be different times. Like I won't be streaming at noon my time because that'll be right in the middle of a normal workday. Unless I get to a point where like my hours are flexible and yeah, because which is a possibility because this company is global, so it's I don't know. We'll see what happens there. But yeah, I think probably like the easiest thing I can do is stream Saturday, Sunday instead of just Saturday. I can stream evenings, or I can stream early mornings, which will actually be better for European people. But I don't know. I need to figure out what the schedule is going to look like. But yeah. I don't think any of this is going to change until late in February, so we still have like a whole there's still going to be a whole month of like the normal stream schedule before things change. But I wanted to give you guys a heads up before any of the other stuff happens there. Why do they choose Python? So some of it is for machine learning modeling, which again, like I'm not going to be super plussed about, but I don't know. I think like building, I don't have to really care about machine learning. I'm just building infrastructure for it. So, yeah. So that's some part of it. They also wanted some alternatives to what they're currently working with. So they're currently Ruby and Scala, mostly. But yeah, they're building out a Python infrastructure team as well to get some of that talent as well. But yeah, that's what's up with that. Twice sounds like a great time. Wishing you the best. Yeah, I'm hoping it'll go well. How dare you get a real person job again? Yetimus says, sorry, missed that. What job you got now? But well, currently I'm unemployed, but I have applied to a job and I'm probably gonna take it. I don't know. They haven't told me offer details, so I don't really know anything yet. It's also possible that they're just like, lol, here's not enough money, and I'll be like, lol, no, and then just continue doing what I'm doing now. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens there. Ruby, yeah, right, Cyberbunny. Be afraid of machine learning Python programmers. Most of the time, it's bytecode code. Yeah, I'm well aware of that, Random Neo. I worked a lot with some of that same biohazard code, as you put it, at both Yelp and Lyft. So I understand what usually comes with that sort of quality of code. But a big thing that they're trying to focus on here. So Baldathis, if I streamed earlier, I think that would actually be better for your time zone, wouldn't it? Perhaps. And I mean, on weekends it would be the same. Or I could be flexible with time there. But yeah, the thing that they're that they're emphasizing here is code quality and maintainability. So like, yeah, I think I can kind of dictate the quality of the code in a way. Where's this at, says Dr. Vim? I don't want to talk about the details until I've actually, figured it out. So, a tech company, we'll put it that way. Most of the time, because data scientists aren't trained as developers, but that's also not the expectation. Usually people are clever and can learn under the right coaching. Yeah, it's true. Are you still going to be able to work on Pikmin CI? Yeah, that's the other thing that I need to figure out as to whether this is something I can take or not. I think in negotiation, I want to ask for essentially 4 or 5 things. One is that open source software that I build on my own hardware in my own time is owned by me, not by the company. I can continue to work on Pikmin CI. Will be another thing. Proceeds that I make from GitHub, Twitch, or Pikmin CI are mine and not the company. What's the other one? There's one other one. Essentially, like, I want to still be able to do the stuff that I'm doing and not have my employment impact my personal time. So, like, yeah. So that'll be part of my, like, negotiation. And I did a similar thing at Lyft. So, like, at Lyft, I had a clause in my employment that was like, yeah, any open source work that I do on my own time, like, I own, full rights to that. And as long as I'm not using Lyft hardware to make those contributions, then it's mine. And so I think, I think it won't be hard to spin that exact same thing. Cool Bean says, why wouldn't code written on your own hardware in your spare time be yours? So a lot of this is actually something to look out for when you're apply at a software company. A lot of software contracts, or a lot of contracts include and I believe it's not actually legal in California, include a clause that essentially makes anything that you contribute intellectual property of your employer. And yeah, I would essentially try and opt for a clause that prevents that. For instance, like Google. Google owns all your software that you write, even if you're doing something unrelated to Google on your own time, on your own hardware. Which is a mess, but yeah. Dr. Vim says, best wishes. Thank you. Best wishes. Best wishes. Wishes. Zayef, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Because computers are dumb about stuff. You mean like AOC kind of schedule? No, it'd be like, imagine if I took my normal stream schedule and started 3 or 4 or 5 hours earlier. Not legal here? Yeah, for sure. It is here though, because lol, United States. I'm training a team of data scientists about code quality. Yeah, nice. It's probably not possible in the EU. I would hope not, but Metal Stern says, so make a virus, now it's Google's virus. Yeah, essentially. You're telling me if I work at Google, they own my Hello World? Yes, 100% Neil Porter. That is... Also, hello, how's it going? Yeah, that is how Google works. Which actually makes it really difficult for Google employees to contribute to open source, because the way it works is they write the code, license it to Google, and then Google contributes it to open source. Brainwash says, what vulnerability? Ah, yes. So I did a video about this morning, and I talked about it earlier in the stream. Explains vulnerability. Vulnerability? Yeah, check out that video I put up this morning. It has full details about it as well. I won't have that problem, so no big deal. Count yourself out there, Neil Porter. Zaf says, where can we learn Python? Any advice? Yes. Beldath linked to the video. Great, thanks. Who found this? I did. But also received no credit for it, so that's wonderful. Today I talk about a vulnerability I found in GitHub. Answered, yeah. Hey, what's up, Peter? Hello. Welcome back. Good to see you again. Metal Stern says, I would never work somewhere that had a clause like that, and probably even if they had that clause and removed it for me. Yeah, it's actually like super standard. It's super standard in the US to have a clause that exists like that. Every company that I've received an offer stage at, minus like 2 of them, had a clause that had something like that. It's usually termed a moonlighting clause. Moonlighting clause. The main purpose of most moonlighting policies is to set out your expectation that employees will treat their work at your business as their primary job and will not allow other jobs to interfere with the performance of the primary job. Yeah, so that's why many of these have those particular clauses. Yeah, which sucks. Hey, what's up, Basil Clutch? Hello, hello. And Cardell LCR. Cardell, sir. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. I've seen some pretty shady things in contracts that frustrates me, yeah, for sure. Zaf says, do you need to be smart to learn programming in Python? No. You don't need to be smart to be good at programming. I mean, you need to have some amount of like logical thinking in order to be good at programming. But you can write acceptable code and not be very smart. you can make 6-figure salaries and not be smart. Trust me, I know. Some companies have it only based on their hardware being used. My company bars me from contributing to open source in the same sector as my company only. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, details. Fortunately, like the company in this case, like I would never write software relevant to what their primary business is, so like I don't really think it's going to be much of a conversation or sticking point there, but it's still something that I want to make sure is possible. Interfere performance, wishy-washy legal speak, yeah. Masagotch says, you might have already talked about this, but did you submit your vulnerability through Bug Crowd? I mean, I submitted it through their Bug Bounty program. And yeah, I talk about this. They closed it as, low risk and gave a reward that was, a petty reward lower than their minimum value. So yeah, I went through all of the correct all of the proper ways to report these and, received essentially nothing from it. So yeah. GDL says it's prevented me from submitting quick fixes for tools I use myself, but fork repo and use my version is always fine. Yeah, that's always that always kind of sucks, because it kind of encourages this maintenance burden on own implementation. Dan Claudio Pop, thank you for the resub at 9 months. Appreciate your continued support. Also, you get a new fancy badge at 9 months, Dan Claudio Pop. So check out your new badge. And thank you again for your continued support. Appreciate it. But yeah. Yelp had that same problem, DDelsp. This is before I knew about clauses like this, but eventually it got to the point where I just didn't give a fuck, and so I just did whatever I wanted, and they never really made a deal about it. But it led to Yelp having 50 forks of a bunch of fucking libraries when it was just like fix a super simple thing in an open source library. But I don't know, Yelp has changed a little bit since then, so I don't think they're enforcing that as much. Yassine, thank you for the resub at 5 months. Man, a lot of resubs today. I don't know what it is about the 15th or 16th or 17th of January, 18th of January. But thank you for the resub. Appreciate that. Healthcare sector is super hard to specify. Yeah, I see. Hello. Indeed. Yassine. Non-compete agreements irk me. I think non-compete is illegal in California. Non-compete California. Can't you just fucking say yes or no? Non-compete agreements in California must operate under these rules. Police can void any non-competes that require a court outside of California to decide disputes. The company cannot enforce an employee's non-compete agreement in a state that allows these agreements. Employees are able to void contracts with illegal non-compete terms. Only California courts are able to rule on non-compete issues within the state, and the courts can only do so using California law. Employees are able to receive compensation for their attorney's fees if they have to go to court to stand up for themselves in a non-compete dispute. Oh, okay, cool. Every contract by which anyone is restrained from engaging in a lawful profession, trade, or business of any kind is to that extent void. Perfect. Okay, so non-compete is not a thing. Wait, Ender, you weren't following? You've been to so many streams. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. It's good to have you, even though I've seen you many a time here. It's legal here too, but somewhere I worked still tried to claim I couldn't work for any competitors for 5 years after I finished working. That's crazy. I don't know what happened. Freaking Twitch. I mean, a lot of people end up in my channel time after time just by seeing me in the sidebar, so it could just be that you've been here for recommendations, which I'm happy to have you either way, but thank you for finally following. Appreciate that. But yeah, anyway, like me. Wait, are you not following Belnathis? Oh, well, you were here for a long time without following. That's right. That's right. Well, no, is the bot dead? Well, that was weird. Did you see the lag there? That was insane. Is Twitch having trouble? Yassine says, I got a programming interview at Citadel in London for a summer internship, and I failed the 2 questions were hard. Wait, what were the questions? If you're allowed to speak about them. Anthony writes friendship. Summer interfish. Okay, I totally fucked up the words there. Internship. Did I say interfish? Because if I did, that's hilarious. If I did, that's hilarious. Jennifer says, can you tell me if this website passes your vibe check? What kind of Zoomer speak is this vibe check going on here? I gotta make sure it's not W3 Schools first. And not Rickroll. Okay, it looks fine. It's fine. Just another machine works. We build apps. Oh, this is cool. What is the circle? Oh, it's responsive circle. What is this? Why do I feel like there should be more content here? What is FLT? I mean, these are custom tags. Well, what are all these things going on here? What are all these empty divs? If you are serving your web app in a path other than the root, change the href variable to reflect the path. Oh, it's Dart? Oh. Oh, it's Flutter. That's what FLT is. Flutter. I get it. That's kind of cool. I don't think I've seen a Flutter website yet before. Neat. Does it do anything, though? I feel like... Oh, you got your email address here, which I can't click on for some reason. Wait, is this just an image? How does this actually render? Where's the actual... Like how the default font color is red. Is that just to make sure that you style everything? This is the actual... Where's the actual... Oh, it's a canvas. The whole thing is a canvas. Oh, I see. I would probably make it text so you can actually select it, but I don't know, it looks cool. The circle, the responsive circle though is interesting. Oh, it's responsive. Oh, that's cool. Nice, nice, nice. The sun, right? I'm not allowed to, but this is it. Matrix summation and throttling gateway. Those sound super complicated for internship. Metal Star says, I think the circle is too round. We need a page that combines W3 Schools and Rick Astley. Luke P says, what was the vulnerability? If you do bang explains vulnerability. vulnerability. I uploaded a YouTube video this morning that goes over all of the details of it, so check that out. I go into the full details of how it works and stuff. Server says, I am late once again, probably missed the vulnerability talk. Yeah, I should have maybe done it at the middle of the stream instead of right at the beginning. But all of the details are in the YouTube video, so you can definitely check that out. And you'll be able to see the stream afterwards, so. They're not Zoomers anymore, they're Zillennials. I like that. What's up, Oxpeel? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Thank God they're VODs, yeah. There's a canvas deep inside the FLT stack. Ah, we did eventually find it, Drink, but thank you for that. So past the vibe check? Yeah, it looks neat. I feel like there could be more content. I feel like this could be actual text. But yeah, I mean, looks cool. It's responsive. It's a nice, like, business card kind of website. Congrats on the job! Yeah, thank you, Drunk. We'll see if it actually pans out. I think it will, but we'll see. Chepsamax says, can you make the command smaller? What do you mean? Oh, the explains command? I mean, you could just do explains GitHub or explains actions. It's just a search. But yeah, vulnerability is really tricky to type out. Zillennials or Moomers? Did somebody say business card? I'm a businessman. I'm doing my business. There's a local company here that does some neat things with Flutter. Wait, what job? I mean, the company has verbally said that they will be extending an offer. I don't actually have an offer or a job yet, but we'll see. How's there not a job command? Because I don't have a job at the moment. Okay. We'll see the interfish. I did say interfish. I can't believe I said interfish. Oh, that's so funny. Explain scam? Oh yeah, I bet that'll work too. I bet you could just do explain scam. Hey, what's up, Metabytes? Hello, hello. Good to see you again. With that fancy 1 year badge right there. Interfish. Right? The answer says I have an issue with GNOME terminal. Sometimes I just can't select a different already open tab. You had something similar before. Can't select a different already open tab. You mean like, switching the tabs? Which I use the Alt and number keys to do. There's also like control page down, which I never remember. Page up and page down. Is that what you mean? My GNOME terminal is a little bit hacked. It lets you do tab tearing, which is not supported by default. Does it have the wiggle thing? No. So I have like a fork of GNOME terminal. What's up, Anarchy Orchestra? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I'm in the same shoes. Company said they'd give me an offer 6 days ago. I'm not in any hurry. Honestly, the more they push it back, the more I get to do stream content. So, or the more normal schedule stream content I get to do. So I think that's fine. Metabyte says, I just ran into a package you maintain in search for an actual work problem, so I just wanted to pop in and say thanks. Awesome. Wait, what package was it, Metabytes? I mean, I am kind of everywhere, so. Voidrose, good to see you again. Hello, hello. Sometimes one tab is just straight up broken. Oh, I don't think I've run into that. That's weird. I know sometimes, what is the key combination? I think it's Control S. Yeah, so that turns it into, I don't know what the mode is, but you can see I'm typing a bunch of characters and nothing is happening here. I also can't, I can kind of Control C. Oh, maybe that isn't it. Is it Control Q? Oh. I don't know, there's some like weirdness with Control S that causes it to get into like this weird silent mode. But yeah. Maybe it's that? I don't know. He's just all over the place, isn't he? It's true, it's true. Anarchy Orchestra would be a good metal band name. Yeah, Anarchy Orchestra sounds dope. Speaking of band names, there was one time where I got out my phone and I looked at the weather, and the weather said thunder in the vicinity. Which, if I'm gonna make a punk band, that's what they're gonna be fucking called. They're gonna be called Thunder in the Vicinity. Just because it sounds fucking dope. Hey, what's up, Catherine? Hello. Good to see you. Flinging Jason. Yeah, I maintain that. I didn't create it, but I am the current maintainer because Ian burned out on open source and was like, yeah. Ian burned down on open source and was like, "Here, take this over. It's yours now." What was the reason that I actually had to change this, though? Where are the commits? It has 9 commits, so we'll be able to find it pretty easily. Fix JSON output when file names contain special characters. Oh, this is a Unicode bug? It's probably a Unicode bug. Oh, no, this is an injection bug. Invalid numeric literal. Oh, it wasn't actually printing out JSON. It was just like... Wait, what does my change do here? Oh, yeah, we just make sure that it's an actual JSON string, because this is assuming JSON, but fixed. Yeah, little teeny background bug, but yeah, then now I'm a maintainer. Trying to set up a code quality job template in GitLab. It sucks. Oh yeah, it's a real mess. It's a real mess. The S is for squiet. Yeah. I think it's like Bumble, the Mumble escape or something like that. Mumble escape sequence terminal. All I know is if you're in Nano, oh, that's Babby, of course. And you control. Oh, they've changed it. It's now save. Old Nano, if you did Control S, it would just say like mumble ignored. Yassine says, do you think doing LeetCode is the best way to learn programming? Absolutely not. LeetCode is the worst way to learn programming. Most of it is not good for normal software. Like, most of what you do in LeetCode isn't actually applicable to actual software engineering. It would be cool too, yeah. Voider says, do you write SQL using triple quotes in Python? Sometimes. Where can I show you some of my SQL? Yeah, so here's like my schema for my GitHub vulnerability searching thing. And yeah, I do write some parameterized. Well, these ones aren't parameterized, but yeah, sometimes I'll use triple quotes for this. But it really depends. Sometimes they'll fit in one line, so I'll only just use single quotes. But these ones I did triple quotes because they didn't fit on one line. But this is also just like really hacky schema management that literally runs these 4 queries every time I connect to the database. So it's a little bit janky. I want to show you this app, but I guess I can obfuscate the names. Show you what I did here. Yeah, we can obfuscate the names. Because I don't want to just show a bunch of vulnerable repositories. Yeah, I'll just put this here. -m app. Hold on, just to make sure that I don't just show everyone's vulnerable repos here. Not that it's hard to find them. Okay, yeah, this is fine. Yeah, so basically I made this dashboard for vulnerable repositories, and the red ones are ones that are vulnerable that I have not reported yet. The blue ones are vulnerable and I reported it. The green ones are not vulnerable ones, and the yellow ones are ones that I don't know because I haven't reviewed all of the all the files for them. And if we look at, oh, this is gonna give it away. What was my repository called? Throwaway GHA/GHA test. Yeah. I can show you what one of these pages looks like. Oh, we don't get a, there we go. So this is what one of the sub pages looks like, and so I would go through and like, oh yeah, I know this one is vulnerable, so I would click mark bad on it. I know this one is vulnerable, so I would click mark bad on it. And yeah. Then when I was done with it, I would click mark done. And so this allowed me to like quickly go through all of these, all the vulnerable repositories, and do stuff with that. But yeah. But yeah, that's what I have there. Do you play any instruments? I play violin. I also play a little bit of guitar. I'm not very good at guitar. Also, I haven't practiced in a long time, so I've kind of lost most of my chords that I knew before. But you know, I get back into guitar again, I'll probably be fine at it. The last 4 letters of Q are not silent. Q-wee-wee? Q-wee-wee? Kenneth says, have you ever gotten burned out and taken a break from open source? Burned out in open source. Yeah, in a way, like, I would definitely say that I was burned out on working with a particular person on the PyTest project, and so I took like a 3-month break from working on PyTest stuff. But that I don't think that was really being burned out in open source, more as like being burned out on interactions with one individual, which I didn't want to deal with that particular individual, so I stopped doing that. But yeah, I think that's the only time. Spoke too soon. It made me broken. One momento. We'll be back. Sounds good. I thought your band was the all Californian rejects or the all Ohioan rejects. Ohioan. What an awkward thing to say. Probably wouldn't name them like that. The bash man page has n does not equal word in it reported. I see. Info first says, I got curious. I think the behavior with Control SQ in the terminal is called X on X off. Oh, yes, that is what I was thinking of. The triple quotes with an apostrophe seems unnatural to me. Run by speaker says, got the news, got the GitHub vulnerability. I think I can go to bed. Congratulations again. Well, thank you for stopping by. It's good to see you. Didn't check my chat plot in a while. Oh yeah, what's your chat plot? How's your chat plot doing? Oh, still an upward trend. Still doing well there, friend left by the speaker. Wired Fox Terry says, what do you mean it's vulnerable? I already closed it. Basically, if you do, actually, does explain scam work? Does that work? Yeah, check out this video. I go over all the details of the vulnerability in there, so you can see what's in there. Marked bad. I am delete. Violin fancy. I play a bit of guitar and drums. Nice. He lost his chords. He's wireless now. Yeah, it's basically like I had. Well, also my calluses are gone too. Man, all of my calluses are gone. I had climbing calluses. I had violin calluses. I had guitar calluses. And now my hands are soft like baby's butt again. Which is not great for other things, but yeah. But I haven't been doing all those things, and so I've lost all of my calluses. Is that individual backward on PyTest? They are not. Thankfully. For some reason, I always put user/human facing strings in double quotes, so you can put apostrophes in it. Plus, it's easier to search for error messages, things to translate. Whereas syntax-related stuff like key names, always single apostrophes. I don't think I've ever seen this in any code style. That's kind of like Black's mentality, although Black forces everything to double quote strings. I like to use single quotes for everything, because I don't like pressing the shift key, personally. But my opinion, just set up a code formatter and don't think about it. Seems the code climate format doesn't work. JSON format was fine though. Code climate. Oh, that never got implemented in like a JSON. There's like a proposal to add it, I think. Um, it's off screen. I think it's right above this. Oh, weird. Yeah, there was like something to add code climate, but I don't think it ever got it implemented. But Femboy Anthony can't have cows. Oh no. Oh no. Would you recommend Windows or Linux as a programming environment, and why? Why not both? um, I think the tooling on, well, it depends on what you're doing. Like if you're making a Windows app, then obviously Windows is going to be better. If you're building, you know, something that you need a terminal, I would say that Linux is going to be significantly better. I like to do development in Linux because I think the tooling is better and faster. But it really depends on what you're working on and personal preference. Like it's not going to be, my advice isn't going to work for everyone. Oh, rip F. That was the whole reason I grabbed it. Oh no. Is in the usage on the Pikmin page, so I assumed it was kosher. Wait, did they really? Code climate support is also offered through this plugin as of 20.12.0. That is about when I made a release. So it should work unless Code Climate changed their... It's possible that Code Climate changed their format again. Add Code Climate formatter. Oh yeah, so you use format equals code climate. Does that not work? If it doesn't work, like then yeah, send patch because it should work. Did GitLab respond to your potentially sexual comment scan? I actually don't know. Let me see if I can find that. Not that I remember, although it's possible that I just deleted it. See what they've said since the last thing. I don't think they've said anything else since I was like, y'all fools. Holy fucking shit. How does anyone read any of this tag spam here? Like, what? My brain just, like, immediately doesn't want to look at whatever the fuck is going on here. Because, holy dear God, there's a lot going on here. My goodness. No, but it looks like they haven't said anything since they were like, hey, pointing out our feature is poorly named is a code of conduct violation. Trolling, insulting, derogatory comments, and or personal or political attacks. Alright, bub. Yeah, what a mess. What a mess that was. F11 Linux, though. Which reminds me, school started today. Should I need to ask my C++ teacher if he compiles with MSVC or GCC or Clang? Oh. I'm stuck in the STTY page now, the man page. Nice. Blew up on the super type here. Oh. What was the error? That's weird. And then unhashing Unicode after I monkey patched that. Oh no, are you in Python 2? Oh no. Potentially sexual, says Tobram, right? Any recommendations on Linux distribution? I have a tutorial that sets up Focal, but it really doesn't matter what Linux distribution. They're basically all going to be helpful. But Infinite Starcode says, "What's wrong with that?" So a lot of the GitLab documentation uses the phrase "running a train," and I'll let you look that up on Urban Dictionary. I'm not gonna tell you what that is. Ask your mommy and daddy. Super object must be an instance of subtype or type. In 391? What? I don't know how that's possible. I mean, I realize that there's no tests for this thing, but that's how I inherited it. Like a JSON. That was clearly not what I wanted. What is the formatter list? Oh, tell me. That's clearly not how you use formatters. How do I use formatters? You would think I would know, except I never fucking use them. It's up, Pazlev. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Do I not have it installed? Oh, I'm using the wrong applicate. That would be why. Yeah, that works. Code climate. What? Oh. Yeah. It's very easy to fix. Which indicates to me that no one is using this. Like a JSON reporter / reporters code climate. This is again why Python 2 sucks. This is supposed to be this. So if you want to make a patch, oh god, what the fuck? And then you do this. Object of type hash is not JSON. Yeah, this is not written by me. This is written by Ian. Hash lib. Next digest. There we go. That's how you fix it. It's not on GitHub. I hate GitLab. Git at gitlab.com. ICQA flickade JSON. Diff-u VM. These in the wrong order, so there's no way to make a reverse diff. Anyway, there you go. If you want to make a patch, send... Wait, where's the third part of this? I thought there were 3 changes. 3 changes there. Anyway, if you want to make a patch, here you go. I'll let you commit it if you want. I'm like kind of surprised that this, maybe it worked in Python 2 for dumb reasons, but I don't know. Oh, even dictionary.com has that? Amazing. But it says, one thing I always see in your Pikmin giving files is you always do 2 spaces after each dash. Is it just personal preference? It's actually 3 spaces. Not 2 spaces. This is actually 3 space characters here. And that is so that I'm using 4 space indents, and if you do 2 indents here, then these line up. The keys line up. This is one standard format for YAML output. There are like 6 different competing YAML formats, unfortunately. But yeah, that's why I do that way. There's actually 3 spaces here, so that this together is 4 spaces to get 4 space indents. Scene says, I'm really asking those questions because I feel lost. I've been doing Python for many years, and now my university is asking for Java, but I want to learn C and C++ and all the other stuff that you have to learn from Linux to databases to backend development tools. I'm so overwhelmed. Any advice? I would, I don't know, learn what you need to learn. Like, build projects and learn the tooling around it. That's my advice. I find that I learn best that way. Oh, that train. Seriously? Yeah. Do you have one of these too? What's this? Oh yeah. I have one of these. I don't know where it is, but we had one of these. It was a good little piece of nostalgia. Hey, what's up, H2O20? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you are doing well. Hey, what's up, MDI Sec? Hello. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Mr. Doodlebop and Cool Mac Blue. Hello. Welcome. What are you doing? I don't remember what I was doing. Oh, we were mucking around with this Flick 8 plugin because it was broken. Yeah, not just you, Metabytes. I don't know how. I actually don't know how it could have possibly worked unless it was like a Python 2 specific thing that was actually working. I don't know. You've seen the Sonic Chow Egg VMU. Not as cool, but I had one of those. Oh, I didn't have one of those. That's cool. I think you just typed P self. I did. It's true. And there's my second error. Passing args into super is so archaic. Yeah, well, it supports Python 2, so that's why. I had everything except for the hex digest at the end. Thanks for the help. Sorry for the derail. Yeah, no problem. Send a patch. Send a patch. I will merge it. They're like mini games to the Dreamcast memory cards. Oh, that's cool. I remember you could transfer the chows to the Game Boy Advance game because I didn't actually have a GameCube. But my friends all did, and so they would transfer me a chow, and I would play with it on my Game Boy Advance and stuff, and it was cool. And yeah. Anyway, Sonic. Hey, what's up, Rodriados? Hello. And AP Fox, how's it going? Welcome. Wait, we have 2 foxes in the chat again. You can hatch Chow eggs on the VMU and use them in the actual Dreamcast game. Oh, cool, cool. There's a Pokemon VMU. I have the little Pokewalker. That's I don't know what VMU stands for, but I assume that's what you're referring to. Our Redemption, thank you for the resub at 9 months. Appreciate your continued support. You get a fancy new badge, Our Redemption. I want to read all available programming books on Amazon.com. Anthony motivates me to learn programming. I actually don't read books myself, so I don't have any advice there, but a real Pokemon machine. Hey, what's up, Alexa? Hello, hello. Good to see you again. Nice touch. The chat isn't a console. Yeah, so actually a really cool thing about this. Terminology. If I embed images, I close this and open this real quick. Actually, I don't know what the new PogChamp does. Can you guys do some PogChamp? Do we get the daily PogChamp? Is that how it works? Is this PogChamp? I guess it works. That's cool. But yeah, I actually have badges and emotes working in the terminal as well. There's Game Boy Advance and Game Boy in the drawer next to me. Nice, nice. Virtual memory unit. Oh. Metabyte says, going to send a patch as soon as I can figure out how public GitLab handles these things. Oh my god, yeah, it's real fucking mesh. Oh wait, you don't get a fancy new badge because you have the Founder's Badge, Our Redemption. I forgot about that. You have the fanciest of fancy badges. But yeah. Imagine if anything could read, right? Disclosures. It's true knowledge. It's true. If you do bang explain scam, you can. I already went over the details earlier in the stream, but I have a YouTube video that has all of the same ones as well. But also, welcome back, knowledge. It's good to see you. What is the image you got there for me, Metal Storm? There's one imposter among us. Is this an R joke or is this an HTML joke? Or is this a C joke? Or is it a JavaScript joke? Who knows? Who knows what this joke actually is? VIPs can spam PogChamp. It's true. The imposters are right. Can't you choose which badge you use? You can't choose away from the Founder's Badge, unfortunately. Or fortunately, depending on how you want to consider it. Oh, you got the juice butts there, I satisfied. Somehow it actually looks better in my terminal than it does in the actual Twitch chat, so I don't know what's up with that. It's kind of weird. HTML. Making links is a playlist. Wow, so scummy. Well, the explains command is searches the playlist. I'd say HTML is the imposter, although C++ is more likely to kill you. Oh no. That's funny. Oh, I didn't mean to click on these donuts. Why did it open the donuts like immediately? That was weird. that was weird. Okay, we're gonna go back to normal bot mode. Well, yeah, emotes in the terminal, Twitch chat in the terminal, pretty fancy. Oh my god, I'm 2 hours into the stream and I don't think I've actually done anything yet, other than show you. Oh, I did still have this open. Yeah, so I can actually show you the vulnerability here. Since we already have this open. This is my throwaway account, which I used for my YouTube video. But if you have pull request target, which is privileged, you have checkout, which checks out the pull request, and you run arbitrary code from it, and it exposes a secret, this secret is compromised. Also, this implicitly has a secret, so this secret is also compromised, which allows full write access to the repository. Yeah, that's the TLDR. So don't use pull request target. But yeah. I don't know, we call those Timbits. Oh yeah, Timbits are so good. Donut holes, good old Timbits. Oh man, so yummy. Do you need ideas on what to do for the stream? I got ideas, Babby. Yeah, maybe we could do something with Babby. What have we not done in Babby in a while? Are there bugs that I can just do? Even at Hang, this one is interesting. We might look at this one. Prefix match. Oh, I gotta fix that as well. Backspacing. Okay, let's do this one. This will be real easy. This is the easiest. Wait, is somebody already working on this? No. Oh no, this is just somebody pointing at the other thing. Okay, so let's reproduce the bug first off. We're gonna do some Babby development. It's been a while. Knowledge. Knowledge. You've used the verboten words there. Oh, this is what I was trying to implement. Through initial loading, but it never actually worked, so we will just get rid of that. Okay, so let's make sure we're up to date. It's been a while since I've worked on this. Looks like it's just Pikmin updates. Okay, so if we run this, we write that to a file, then we babby t, then control end, then backspace, then control S, then control X, then open it again, and the blank line is still there. Okay, that should be pretty easy to reproduce. And test features. Text editing. Backspace. Backspace at beginning of file. Test backspace at end of file still allows scrolling down. Those are the delete tests. Okay, so let us go here. Test backspace deletes new line at end of file run tempter f equals tempter.join f.write was it foo backend foo backend with run stir f as h and exit h. What is control end? What is the key for that? Control end. Backspace. Each time press Control S to save. F.read should be foo backend. Babby T coming at you live? Wait, I don't know. Sounded like a rapper name. Okay, so I should be able to run this test. Test features. Cool. We have a failing test. Why are there so many more moves? Oh, I know why. Because this triggers a bunch of writes at the same time. Huh. I wonder if we could simplify this. This should really only do one move instead of all of these at once. Huh. Anyway. So if we do not fake, so if we run the real set of tests here as well, should also show that failure in real mode. Okay, cool. Write the minimum amount of code to pass the test, then refactor TDD to do driven development. I mean, this is mostly just like have a regression test period. Okay, how does this thing work? Mammy / file B space or is it backspace? Oh, it's supposed to be B space, not backspace. B space. Sure that still fails. I thought TDD meant Twitch driven development. Yeah. Yeah. So what is the character code for backspace? Okay. Oh yeah, sure as shit. There's the comment. Backspace at the end of the file does not change the contents. Yes, that's the problem. Mystrand, welcome to the stream. Yeah, thank you, Belnathas, for the link there, and Nalach. The jokes are coming today. Yeah, it's true. Are we off by one again? No, so the problem is, this is true in some cases. So this is true if the file just has... wait, I think delete works here. No? Delete here? Yeah. So this is normally the case, like if you have a file that just contains one line and you press backspace, that should not change the contents because the file should always end in a new line, which allows you to, you know, type this. So I'm not actually pressing enter here at all. I'm just pressing down and more letters. But yeah, it's buggy when there's two there. And it's also buggy if there's more as well. So I think like this is also not causing the file to update. So what I really need to say is backspace at the beginning of the file does nothing. Yeah, backspace at the end of the file does not change the content. But it moves the cursor left one. I don't know why I use left here instead of up. But yeah, this is the case that I need to change. But that says, super tired today, gonna go to sleep. See ya. Well, thank you for stopping by. I'll see you around in the future. I'm actually gonna go fill up my water right now. So I will see you in a bit as well. Hello, welcome back. People pull untrusted PRs automatically to CI builds without any human checking. I mean, don't use that. Don't use that word, my stream. Oh, where's the moderator options? Just because. But yeah, I mean running pull requests is pretty standard. Like that's not the unusual behavior here. The unusual behavior here is like trusted tokens were given to the things. Metabyte says patch for Flake8 JSON sent, my first open source software contribution. Does that mean I have an email? Why don't I have an email for that? Probably because I didn't. Oh, it's GitLab, not GitHub. Dang it! Probably because I have notifications off on this repository. Sign in. Oh, here's my favorite part about using GitLab. You ready for this, chat? I sign in by using GitHub. Merge requests. Okay, why am I not watching this repository? Let me figure that out. Watch. Because I should be receiving these. Changes. And just make sure that everything looks good here. Indeed, indeed. Then I'll have to make a release of this because it's been a while. Approve. And merge. I did all that in the web ID. Nice. Nice. Okay, well, we will make a release of that. GitLab, PyCQA, Flake8, JSON. I have to bump the version. Did he do a tag? Yeah, it's GPG sign tags. I fucking hate GPG sign tags. They're so stupid. Okay, but anyway, we can do this as well. Source Flake8 JSON. And it'll be 2110. I don't like calendar versioning myself, but that is what we are going to do. Oh, it should be 20. Wait a minute. How does this work? I guess it's day. Yeah. It's like, this is a bug fix patch. Why am I bumping the major version? And I was like, wait a minute. Calendar versioning is bullshit. Oh, looks like I made a release here. Dun, 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 dun. The biggest concern I have is the fingerprint generation function. Yeah. Well, found out the answer there. But yeah, I guess I just like wasn't watching this repository. But anyway, looks like I used this commit message last time. Use Flake8 JSON 21.1.0. Get 21.1.0 GPG sign. Oh, is that not what it is? It's just sign. One of the commands it's GPG sign, but I guess this is this one. 21.1.0. Hold on, I gotta get my GPG key. It's Control V. That's my password. Okay. Can I have a word that stops you from saying the name of Crockford's bastard child? Are you the sole maintainer in this now? Nah, Ian will stop by once in a while, but he's kind of burnt out on open source, so it's mostly me. Source dist entwine upload -r py dist $. Why not 21.01.0? Because it's technically an invalid version, if I recall correctly. Actually, before we push, yeah, I'm just following the convention. not zero padded. This is another reason why I think calendar versioning is dumb. Yeah, now I need PyPI. PyPI. And we'll push it up. Cool. Gotcha. I was gonna ask, if you don't like GitLab /PGP blah blah blah, why not move it to GitHub and change those? Yeah, can maybe do that. But I would have to talk to Ian about it. Is this how it generates the patch number? That's weird. 71,623. I wonder if they just pick a random number. And we're just like, yeah, it'll collide 1 in 100,000 times. That's not a problem we need to worry about. Ship it. Why not use Mercurial instead? No. 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 Not Mercurial. I mean, it gets bad, but oh god. Mercurial is just painful to work with. Okay, anyway, that should be good. Actually, let me make sure I pushed. My headache is not getting better, so I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to do this today. Whoops. Okay, so this is the code we need to fix. It's messy. Oh, let's see. Somebody ping me on Dixord. Okay, so this is the case that we clearly need to change. Self.buff.y equals the length of buff minus 1. I guess we want to say, what do we want to say here? And buff.y is greater than 1? Oh, greater than 2? Ascot says, so you're not one of those people that think everything about Mercurial is better than Git. I'm definitely not one of those. Mercurial is written in Python, you're the top Python fanboy. Mercurial is written in, like, barely Python 3. Like a weird, crabby flavor. Actually, I think they're still releasing it as Python 2. And because it's in Python, it's kind of slow. Not one of the people that think everything about Mercurial is better than Git? No, absolutely not. Peter says, what is your estimate for the number of people in the world that use Babby? 1? Maybe 2? I know I use it. Oh, also, my current follower count is 9669, which is pretty nice. I don't think many people use Babby. I used Babby for about a week. Yeah. Nice. It's maybe 2 users. Yeah, I don't really expect anyone to use it. It's mostly for me. Easy way with the bonk. That's the last 4 of my phone number? Oddly enough, I've been told they've started using byte strings for everything and refuse to allow normal strings. Yeah, that's essentially, you know, porting Python 2 to Python 3. Except, like, in the most ass backwards way possible. But it kind of makes sense for Mercurial. They're a wire protocol, and so for wire protocols, you tend to deal with in bytes. I finally discovered the new esoteric editor of the month. I satisfied uses with Babby a bit. I mean, there's a couple people that use it, so it's not zero. Oh man, my nose. Why so stuffly? Okay, so the cool thing about the fake runner is I can debug it without having to use my weird ass debugging stuff. So we can actually find this particular test. Yeah. And debug at the same time. So we can actually look at our state here without having to do all the weird stuff. So self.buff.y. Self.buff.y. So what I want to say here is if it's at the end of the file and the line above it is non-blank. Because I think we actually have another problem. Where if we have, let's get rid of this for a sec. I think this also suffers, from the same problem. Oh, I missed Robin Stock and Sankofa. Thank you both for the follow. And RCM, thank you for the host. Welcome, welcome. It's a microbe for Emacs. Oh, maybe if we boop you, your nose will get less. Yeah, it's actually like really scratchy right now. I don't know what's going on with that. Gotta start collecting a non-user data in Babby, then just have it be a unique user ping once a day or month. You can track users. I don't want to track users. No boop emotes on here. Yeah, I don't have any boop emotes. You'll know more than me. Is a B string basically a buffered string? Yeah. So buffer in JavaScript is a byte string in Python. They work basically the same way. Although in JavaScript it's a little bit easier to convert between the two. And toString has a default encoding, whereas in Python it's encode and decode more explicitly. Had targeted advertising to Babby. I have no interest in doing that. It sounds like a pain in the ass. I'm doing too many things at the same time at the moment, but nothing is crashy today. Well, that's good. I always feel like I'm doing way too much at the same time. Okay, so self.buff.y equals so what we want to do here is, oh, this is only true for at the very end. So we can say and self.buff self.y minus 1 not equal the empty string. I think this is the case that we want here. So in this case, if we look at self.buff self.y minus 1, it is the empty string. Self.buff.y. Damn it. To allow backspace if there are two blank lines, two plus blank lines. Yeah, I think that fixes our bug. Yes. And all the fake tests. Nice, nice. Metabyte says, speaking of collecting user data, got my Twitch recap email. Hello, hello is my third most used emote of 2020. That's awesome. That's cool to hear. I got my viewer one also. How do I find it? I just type Twitch, maybe? Yeah. I can show this on screen. Here's your Twitch recap of 2020. Your most watched categories. So this is really broken for some reason, because it includes my own channel in watched channels, which I think is dumb. Also, somehow I've watched more channels or more hours of my own stream than I streamed. But I don't know what's up with that. Um, but yeah, nothing about this surprises me at all. This is almost entirely watching shoddy. Or well, this is watching shoddy. Um, Juicebox Hero, 69 hours. I sent 12,000 chat messages. Holy shit. I gave Milky that POW 50 times. And here's my subs. Who's Shoddy? Shoddy's friend from high school. Also, I like how Twitch fucked up their wrapping on these two. They want no repeat. They have repeat on for some reason. So GG on that one, Twitch. But yeah, gave Milky that POW 50 times. Earned 204,000 channel points. That seems really low, but it's because most of my hours were on my own channel. So, but anyway, that's my my redemption, and that's my 2020 Twitch review thing. Hey, Hooser. Oh, gotta put this tab in the right spot. Okay. Nice. Nice. What happens if the previous line isn't blank? Does the cursor move up and to the end? Yeah. Yeah, so if you just have foo and you're at the end and you just press backspace, it doesn't change the contents at all. Which is what the original behavior did. But what we're fixing now is if there are 2 lines at the end, you can backspace, and now it removes that 1 line. But again, like, backspacing at this doesn't change anything. This is to always allow you to be able to type at the end of the file. Just a tiny quality of life thing. You love yourself so much, you also watch your own VODs. So I think what it's counting here is when I have my stream summary open, there's a little stream preview panel here, and I think this counts as me watching my own stream, which is dumb, but yeah. Delaher. Oh, man. I know you've been here before, and I know I mispronounced your name last time, but thank you for the raid! Welcome, raiders! How are you doing? What were you working on today? MD Laher. MD Laher? M. DeLayher? I hardly know her. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. What again? Like, what are we gonna say? More Go plus ETH tool network fun. Oh, nice, awesome. Welcome. That's cool. ETH tool. Yeah. Some networking stuff. That sounds fun. I wonder how betting will impact channel point earnings. Oh yeah, I don't know how that works either. I think it only redistributes channel points. I don't think it generates novel ones. Roller says I only earned 2.8 million channel points in 2020. Error does not equal nil. Oh my god. That's such a good emote. I love that. MD Layer. Okay. I will remember that. I'll remember that. But welcome. Hey, what's up, Jay Zelinsky? Hello. Welcome to the stream. Okay, but anyway, this is kind of a miscellaneous stream because I had a lot of small things that I wanted to get done. And so we're kind of in that miscellaneous part right now where I just kind of work on other stuff and hope that my headache goes away, but it's not going away. So yeah. Let's run the full test suite and make sure that the changes to my text editor still work. Glad I got you live this time. I was going to send you a raid a couple days ago, but I think you finished minutes before I wrap stream. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that's some unfortunate timing. But yeah, it happens. I've definitely raided blank channels before. It feels Batman. But I'm glad you were able to raid today. That's awesome. It feels Batman. That's another dumb thing that I say, Michaela. Instead of saying like feels Batman, it's like feels Batman. Feels like you have no parents. Anyway, Leplep says water. I'm drinking water. We got water. How's it going, Leplep? Good to see you. Oh, hello there, other me. Did you know there's a Catman? I didn't know there was a Catman. What is Catman about? Catman. Oh, there is a DC Comics Catman. Catman and Kitten. A pair of fictional superheroes created by artists Erwin Hazen and Charles M. Quinlan. Unknown writers. Kitten is just like pure fan service. I don't even think I can show this on stream. Are you actually wearing clothes, Kitten? Shit. But yeah, TIL. I had no idea. Borsk says, why don't you mark tests for new features and exec testing only unmarked? Are you using PyTest? Yeah, I actually maintain PyTest, Borsk. I just wanted to run the full test suite just to make sure everything is still working. But yeah, I have things tagged in a particular way. So if I want to run the fast tests, I will do -k fake, and that runs all the fast tests, and it goes super speedy. But otherwise, it runs the full test suite, which actually spins up the text editor, interacts with it, and then tears it down. This does, a fake mode of that as well. I can do PyTest tests. -k not tmugs. This is also running the unit tests plus the non-tmugs integration test, for instance. But yeah, I'm one of the core devs on PyTest, so I really know how it works. Oh, type Catman in the terminal. Nana 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 nana. Wait, I didn't expect it to actually show up. Cannot write within creator update pre-formatted manual pages. Nana 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 Catman. I didn't expect that to actually do anything. I thought this was going to lead to something bad, but it was actually Catman. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Edgedovial? Hello. I'm so late. I need to know about the GitHub vulnerability, please. Fortunately, my YouTube video goes over all the content. I'm not going to rehash it because I already spent like an hour and change on that on stream. But the full content is in the YouTube video, and you can see exactly how to exploit it. Bush says PyTest caches tests that were not changed or accept them whenever test code changed. So there is a plugin that does that. There's also last failed. But it should be empty. Well, actually, it'll run everything because yeah, run last failure. No previously failed tests, not deselecting items. Which I think this should just be an error instead of just being like, yeah, I'm gonna run everything. But changing this now would be a breaking change. So. It's an unfortunate, weird side effect of the way this works. Coach says, hey, now for the day. Talk to you later. Well, thank you for stopping by. Tesla AX says, could you explain dynamic programming? Yeah, I could. Actually, maybe I'll do a video idea about it. Dynamic programming. Michaela's gonna get excited because I'm doing a DP video. So the classic example of dynamic programming that people use a lot is to do Fibonacci, where you have a Fibonacci of n, which is an integer, and you return, what is it, the nth number? So like Fibonacci of 0. If n is 0, you return 0. If n is equal to 1, you return 1. Otherwise, you return, or else you return fib of n minus 1 plus fib of n minus 2. And then let's just put this so that we can see what's going on here. Calculating fib of n. And so, if we do fib of 10, actually let's just do fib of, well, we'll just run this interactively. If you do, if you don't have a syntax error, if you do fib of 0, it just runs calculating fib of 0. If you do fib of 1, or fib of 2, you can see that it calculates fib 2, then fib 1, then fib 0. If you do fib of 5, you'll see that it does 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, then 1, 2, then 1, 0, then 3, 2, 1, 0, then 1. So, this call actually triggers a whole bunch of other calls. And if we do fib of 100, you'll see that it does quite a lot of computation. This is a particularly bad algorithmic version of this. I actually don't know if this is ever going to complete because it's doing a lot of computation here. And the idea behind dynamic programming is to take a portion of this particular problem and cache the results and then reuse that computation for the rest of this code. So what I can do, so you can see fib of 100 with this same code is taking forever to return. But I can add a little bit of caching here very, very simply. Import functools and then functools.lru cache, functools. And let's just say LRU cache. How do I spell? Let's just make it unbounded, just for true dynamic programming. And just by adding this cache here, -i. Now if I run fib of 2, you'll see it does 210. If I call it again, it's already cached this value, so it doesn't need to recompute it. And in the same way, if I call fib of 100, you'll see that it happens almost instantly. And it only needed to calculate the Fibonacci numbers between 100 and 3. It didn't have to do any recomputation here, and so it's just super speedy. But yeah, dynamic programming, in my opinion, is just a fancy ass way to say cache, cache intermediates. But yeah, that's DP for you. Of course, like explaining this particular Fibonacci problem, you can write Fibonacci in a completely different way that doesn't involve recursion. Like you could do an iterative based Fibonacci, and then you don't need this cache. You can just compute it directly. But yeah, that's what's up with that. Hopefully that helps. Hopefully that explains what's going on. Oh, my nose is so itchy. It really sucks. Recursion on steroids, dude. Time to whip out the paint. Oh, we didn't actually need any paint here. Is Microsoft Teams supposed to have colon brag? Yeah, probably not. That seems like a bug, Michaela. RCM says bang homeland. We will protect our homeland. It's true. It's true. You can use 3 variables. That's also true. CPP code here, but I wanted to, show this specifically for this problem. Is there actually a use case for calculating the nth Fibonacci number? I can't recall ever having to use it except for toy problems. I mean, we had to do it for the, what did we call it? Tribonacci? Is that what we called it? There was an advent of code problem that needed this. It's actually taking 5 ever. It's true, it's true. Asynchronous programming is typing async before the function declarations. Hey, what's up, Cryptopsy? What is the magic annotation? What are you talking about? Thanks for the tip. Yeah, no problem. What is that magic? Oh, this here. LRU cache. I actually have a video specifically about LRU cache. Plains LRU cache. Did I get the right video? Yeah. Check out both of those videos. Does the cache stick the calculation in a data structure and look it up or something? Which data structure? In this particular case, it's a mapping. Basically, it makes a mapping behind the scenes that maps this integer to the result. So it only works for hashable parameter specs. Yeah, like you can imagine creating your own LRU cache. LRU cache def init. Let's just make an infinite cache. That's the easiest way to do this. Func self.func equals. Actually, we can do it as a decorator. Flexible Con, thank you for resubscribing 2 months in a row and 2 total. Appreciate your continued support. LRU cache func def LRU cache inner. Actually need to do functools.wraps. Func, let's take star args. We can do it with quargs, but does it actually work with quargs? Yeah, sure, we can do it with quargs as well. And then we can do inner cache data equals Wiktionary, and then key equals args, and then tuple quarks.items. Try return inner cache data key, accept key error. Inner cache data key equals func args star quargs. This of course isn't an LRU cache, so I shouldn't call it LRU cache. We'll just call it cache. We could implement LRU, but that's a little bit more work. Return ret, and then return cache inner. And so if we use our own special cache decorator here, it should work the same way. High fib of 10. So you can see that it's caching those inner results there based on the argument spec that I passed in here. We do 100 again, you can see that that also works as well. But yeah, this is kind of how it works and how you can think about it. You can think about it as a hash map from a immutable version of these inputs to the output. This isn't quite correct here because there's reorderings that can happen in quarks. I actually don't know if LRU cache supports quarks or not, but I assume it does, but I don't know. Random news says some ACM content here. I don't know what ACM means. Seems very magical. It's a little magical. DP is director of photography if you didn't know the euphemism. Tribonacci, it's actually pronounced Joey Tribbiani. I see. Also, hello again, Alex Pecan. Good to see you as well. A mapping of fapping. I don't think that's what it is, Michaela. It's a hash map? Yeah, in Python, dictionaries are a hash map. Or at least, I mean, they're kind of hash maps. Yeah, they're hash maps. They're special hash maps. They're insertion order hash maps. It's kind of magical when you first see it. It's one of those things you have to solve a bunch of problems to make it click. Yeah, honestly, I feel like, I mean, I don't really think about it as dynamic programming personally. I think about it as caching more often than not. And I don't really use it all that often in actual code. But yeah, anyway. What's the difference between a map and an unordered map, or why would you use one over the other? So you're talking specifically in C++. So in C++, map is a tree. It's not a hash map. An unordered map is a hash map, or at least that's what the spec. That's what the performance requirements of the spec lead an implementation to doing. It's not actually. It doesn't say you must implement it as a tree. It's just that's how they are. There are reasons that you would want to use map versus unordered map. One particular reason is if you want to sort your inputs, or like you want to access them almost in O1, but it's actually log n. But accessing your keys in a sorted manner is important to you, and iterating through that is important. Whereas iterating through an unordered map is just nonsense, essentially. That's like one use case. I believe also that standard map, the tree format, has better cache efficiency, like CPU cache efficiency. But honestly, it doesn't really matter unless you actually need to loop through them. Like I wouldn't worry so much about, you know, the speed trade-offs there. What is this functools magic? So what does this do? So this actually doesn't impact how this code runs. This is mostly, so I'll just show you what happens if I don't do this. So this function still works. So fib10 still does this, and it still caches its value. The problem, and why you want functools.wraps here, is this fib function now has this weird signature here. This is not what I want it to look like. Like it doesn't, like I would expect it to say function fib. And so we can put this back, and now if I look at fib, you can see that it pretends that it's the right function. So this reassigns a few attributes, notably the function name, the docstring, and the module, so that you can retrieve this original function properly. Can a cache slow down your program if it grows really large or the result is large? Yes, 100%. You can blow through your memory and have issues with memory pressure, for sure. You can also cache stuff that you would only ever compute once, and so it would be wasted work to store that in memory. So yeah, caching is not always the answer. I remember there was this one particular piece of code at Yelp where the original implementer wrote a bunch of caching code before actually launching the page and before realizing that, before doing the actual work that would be necessary to know that, oh yeah, the data store is the bottleneck here and I should write a bunch of cache code to make sure this is correct. And it turned out that after they had written this feature and launched the page that the page was fucking slow. And it turned out that most of the slowness was because they had tried to cache every single intermediate part. And going to memcached was actually slower. Well, serializing the object, putting it in memcached, and deserializing the object was slower than just going to the database in the first place. And so the performance fix was to rip out all the cache code and just use straight calls to the database. So yeah, caching can sometimes have a negative result. When you like to maintain ordering, you would use an ordered hash map. And ordered hash maps are usually not O1 lookup, they're O log n. That's not an ordered hash map, that would be like a tree. You can actually have an ordered hash map, that's what Pythons are implemented as, and they're O1. But they have a little bit more storage metadata along with them, because they maintain on the entire set of keys and stuff. The Double Kid says, I've learned tonight, but I think I'll be going to bed. See y'all later. Well, thank you for stopping by, the Double Kid. Good to have you. Unordered stuff can be accessed faster, or is it exactly the same? Yeah, it will be faster because the algorithmic complexity is different. But yeah. You can just download more RAM. It's true, D-Dals. It's true. Unless you're spending a bunch of computation power to alloc all that stuff. Hey, what's up, Adenine? Hello, hello. And Kambiko. Wait, Kambiko, I was real confused when you typed in Korean. I thought you knew Japanese. I thought you were in Japan. But I did appreciate your I assumed you typed that because it was funny to type it in Korean in my YouTube comments. What is I assume you're saying hello here. Let's see. Translate on google.com. I don't know any Korean. I guess I know like a good morning. Indeed. But the comment that I'm speaking about is if we go to my YouTube comments and we scroll back a little bit, this one here. This translates to what is this missile launching that you were referring to? Because I was talking about like undefined behavior and how it could be launching missiles, and I assume this is yoke about great Republic of North Korea. Hey, what's up, Absinthe? Hello, hello. Good to see you again. And we got a link to the GitHub vulnerability. Yes, if you bang explains scam. Oh, sign up for Kim Jong-un. Oh, the translation didn't give me that part. That's even better. Explains scam. So check out this video. I talk about the vulnerability in there. You meant ordered map. Yeah. That makes sense. We can cache output by Nginx as caching, example caching, PHP FPM request responses. Yeah, that makes sense. Just like standard map. Yep. Why download more RAM when you can just cache more caches? Somebody asked a question earlier about Homeland, but I missed it. So there was the actual background of that. There was a follow bot that happened to me in late 2018 where hands up, Cryptopsy. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. There was a follow bot that happened on my Twitch channel in late 2018, and they spammed this message in Russian that said, we will protect the homeland, but it was in Russian. And we thought it was funny enough, so we added a command to my chatbot that says, we will protect the homeland. But anyway, that's the reference there. I'm really sad that I don't have a recording of it, because no one clipped it, and two, this was before I recorded all my streams, so. Lost to the ether. Did he just say ayaya? Did I say ayaya? Ayaya? Was that a thing that I said? Was it ayaya? Cryptopsy says, are you full-time streamer / open source software programmer? I wish. It doesn't pay the bills though, so. At the moment, yes, but it doesn't pay, so. It is what I do, but it is not a sustainable income. I'm wearing socks right now. I am not wearing socks at the moment. Is the TLDR that they didn't pay you? Yeah, essentially. Essentially. Anthony, you ever wearing socks? I mean, I wear socks sometimes. I wear socks when I need to put shoes on. Otherwise, I have my flip flips. That's why Tofu can get all those toes. It's true. It's true. The little chomper. Okay. But anyway, I think this looks good. Backspace blank line at UF. Fix backspacing and extra blank line at end of file. Socks and slippers are a must while streaming. Of course, I live in Michigan and it's winter. Oh, Michigan's a good place. That's where I grew up, MD Layer. Yeah, I miss the Midwest. I want to go back. Onlyfans.com/Anthony wears socks. Right? If you didn't sell the Bitcoin you got back then, it's worth more now. I sold it immediately. But yeah, I could have made, instead of making $1,900, I could have made $3,600 or something like that. But that was just from that one company. Interestingly, I wonder if they've gotten back to me. I found another one of their repos that's vulnerable, so I might get another 0.1 Bitcoins, which would be cool. Which would be cool! But yeah. Kalamazoo, awesome. That's cool. I grew up in Lake Orion, and then Oxford, and then I went to school in Ann Arbor. Extra blank line, yeah. Okay. Can this go out of bounds? So, if buff is length 1, this will be the beginning of the file, so it would have already been hit here. Let's go out of bounds. Oh, even if it goes out of bounds, it'll be -1. So I'm like shielded against it for the wrong reason, but I also don't think it's possible for this to be out of bounds. So I think we're good. You're good there. And we gotta tell which issue this resolves. Resolves 99. Oh man, it feels good to work on my text editor. It's been a while. Alright, currently living in the States. Yeah, I'm in California right now. Leplep says laughs barefoot in Montana. Nice. Michigan's a bad place, says Piotr. What's wrong with Michigan other than Flint and their shitty water? And the crazy right-wing people trying to murder the governor. But you know, minor details. Linsha says, do you use Clipit? What is Clipit? No, I'm just using the standard keyboard manager, or the standard clipboard manager. Mostly because I'm actually running Windows, and so I share the clipboard with my host machine. I've just thought of an OnlyFans like domain. Should I buy it? I mean, up to you, man. Knowledge. Plasma Orb says, just watch the GitHub bounty vid. What a story, right? Kamek says, go blue. Go blue indeed. Ubuntu, hello, you have updates. Please do this. Me, no. Type sudo apt update and sudo apt upgrade. Nice. Hey, what's up, Luencho? Hello, hello. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Oh god, why is my phone buzzing? Stop buzzing, phone! I lived in Chicago for a while. That's the closest I've got to Michigan. Chicago's nice. I have some friends that live there. That means you'll do it more? Oh, of course. I love working on my text editor. Oh, I need to finish up my marketplace application for Pikmin CI. I haven't done that yet. Grew up around Toledo, went to Ohio State, so I naturally learned to hate Michigan. Oh, I see. You went to the you lived in the worst state ever. Oh, how I hate Ohio State. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I can appreciate you down there. Didal says, do you think the lack of keeping up with bug bounties and their minimums is what's led to so many hacks and compromise? It's definitely a contributing factor. I don't think it's the actual root cause, though. But yeah. Davenport and other companies have closed down on Wednesday in preparation for protests. Yeah, I Yeah, this is gonna be a rough next couple of days. So I'm hoping things stay stable, but it's certainly, I mean, if the 7th was any indication, it certainly seems like things might go south. Alex Pecan says, what is the usual workflow with pre-commit? Even if trailing white space is fixed, do you still have to re-at and commit? Yeah, so the reason that pre-commit, so there's a couple of reasons. Like, one, it breaks some of the functionality for partial commits if it would auto-stage things. But also, pre-commit hooks are buggy. So if, let's say we, for whatever reason, put a print statement here that had trailing white space, and we added that and ran git commit here. So what pre-commit will do is it will fix that trailing white space, but since this failed, it will fail the commit. And it allows the committer to look at this and see, oh, this is what got changed by the commits. And then if you want, you can git add-u and git commit-m again, like that. And so that would, put that commit through. So that's the general workflow. Or you can just not set it up locally and use pre-commit CI, and it'll just do all that for you. Notice my DM. Oh, you sent me a DM. Oh, that's why it buzzed. I understand. Okay, that's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Hey, what's up, Solace? Hello, hello. Boo, boo, Ohio. The only good thing about Ohio State is their sports. I mean, they also have some decent academics. Plasmorph says, I worked at a software company for a while, and it was wild how much building new things was prioritized over fixing/maintaining existing things. Yeah, that's kind of standard at pretty much any software company. Malcolm says, have you thought about switching to Pop! OS? I have not. Mostly because I'm happy with what I have right now. It's all Ohio. Yeah, always has been. Hasn't the coronation already happened? No. I'm not going to snipe your domain. So the certification has happened, but the inauguration is on the 20th. Oh, yeah. A drunk man was driving south into Ohio from Michigan and crashed into a tree. A few hours later, he woke up in a hospital and asked, "Am I in hell?" A nearby doctor said, "No, you're in Ohio." Same thing. The man cried. Oh no. The like double-edged sword of that joke though, Daniel, means that they were drunk from Michigan. But yeah. Anyway. Okay. So the test suite takes a while because MyPy is kind of slow at running the test suite. So even though these complete in like 2 minutes, this takes like close to 5 or 6, which is unfortunate, but it does feel good to work on my text editor again. I'm looking forward to working on this more. There's a whole bunch of stuff that I want to do for this. This was at least something. D-Double says that I'm an Iowa guy. All I'll say is the Big Ten does a great job with cross-conference research, which I found to be one of the best things here. Yeah, there's a lot of good collaboration. We did a bunch of that sort of stuff with, even in the CS departments, which you would think like, what are you going to research in computer science? There's all sorts of stuff with, machine learning, networking, hardware, to some extent some software stuff as well. But yeah, there was a lot of cross school integration, which was nice. I always rep the Big Ten whenever I can. Are you done yet? Oh, you're very close. 90% done here. Probably more, but you can't really see it here. The next set of tests are the sort tests. Oh, those took a while. Huh, weird. I guess it makes sense because it has to fully spin up the editor, run some stuff, and then spin down the editor, so. You know what we can all agree to hate, though? Customer service. Sometimes customer service can be really nice. Sometimes you can get good service, but yeah, for the most part, it's usually not that bad. Michigan sucks at football because of their low academic standards. Oof. I don't think that's quite what I would blame on football. Are you DevOps? Are you human? Or are you dancer? Are you DevOps? I would, I guess, describe a lot of what I work on as, DevOps in a way. Like I do infrastructure management, I do developer tooling, I mean, in some cases I do feature development as well. Yeah, I don't know. Big 10 has 14 members. Yeah, isn't that wild? Also, the Big 12 has 8 members, I think. Big 12 conference. Members 10. 10 members of the Big 12. which is funny. There's one affiliate member. Who's the affiliate member? Oh, there are a bunch of them. I see. For particular boards. I see. Anyway, we are done with this patch, so that fixes that bug, which is cool. I guess I can make a release. Because I don't think I'm gonna be I think I'm gonna be done for today. Because my head is hurting. 20. Wait, did I pull? Yeah. Git commit dash m o.o. 20. Git tag that tilde alt v ben plan and setup that pi s dist b dist wheel. I grab my PyPI password. Paste that in there. They technically don't have enough members to hold a conference championship for football yet. They do because TV money. I see. We also have Notre Dame for hockey and U Chicago for research. Ah, I see. For hockey, oh man. College hockey is so much fun. I miss those games so much. The conference championship has 0 standing in the playoff rankings, only the potential to boost the team's rankings in there. That makes sense. That makes sense. I gotta push the tags too. But anyway, I've got a headache, so I'm gonna probably lay down for today. But lay down for today? That made no grammar. Those were words, but not what I meant. But anyway, I think I'm gonna wrap up the stream for today. So let me do my little spiel, and then we'll find someone else to send you off to. My name is Anthony. You can find my previous content at youtube.com/AnthonyWritesCode, where I upload previous streams as well as a daily educational video. Today's interview is a little bit special, so check this one out, where I talk about the GitHub Actions vulnerability as well as my experience in trying to report it properly. But check that out. I normally stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. I announce my streams in 2 places. One of those is twitter.com/codewithanthony, where you can check out, stuff like I basically make an announcement like this. I also announce in the Discord. You are free to join the Discord. It is a cool programming community. There's a beginner's channel if you want to ask questions and stuff, or you just want to hang out and check out our memes and stuff. Yeah, or you can go to onlyfans.com/AnthonyWritesCode, which is actually me. But anyway, thank you all for stopping by, and let's go find someone to raid.